Tonight we continue our local series looking at the Italian Americans and how much they contribute to our culture and way of life here in Western Massachusetts. This is all in conjunction with the PBS series, The Italian Americans, coming up later this month on WGBY, and our local reports are supported by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Tonight, we look at what it means to grow up Italian in Springfield. We asked two well-known gentlemen, both familiar to our audience, for their thoughts. Springfield Mayor Domenic Sarno and political and business consultant Tony Cignoli agreed that first and foremost, family is central to the experience of being Italian.
La Familia, it's always the center of everything and whatnot. Wherever I've been able to go in the country and even outside with the business and the good fortune that I've had, you're always calling back home, touching base with your parents, your nephews, your sisters, your daughters. It's always something that you're doing. It's that constant contact. It's what keeps us centered here.
Domenic Sarno,
I'll tell you, a nice glass of red wine gets Tony and I here for the Charlie Rose of Western Massachusetts. But he said it about family or familia, and I connect back, as Tony does, to be first generation. We're really the last connection to the old country and the old school, growing up with our grandparents and our parents and the traditions. And even though they might not have come from much from the old country, my parents survived at times underground during the Nazi occupation, World War II, and really not much of formal education. They always stressed education for us because they wanted us to do better. But some of the things we talked about earlier, and I'm sure Tony will speak about his dad, God rest his soul, Coach Lou, in the store down the south end of House of Margaret Street. Some of the old world traditions that we carried forth of picking the wild mushrooms with my grandparents and making of the wine, the bottling of the tomatoes, the Christmas Eve dinners in the cellar, the seven fishes, the Sunday dinners, which were started out as your grandparents, as you know, then they moved to my mom's, now my wife Carla. And these traditions, and then the old South End throwbacks of Ciro's, the smell, the beautiful aroma of the bakeries that were all down there. And so it was all, food was very, very big. And I'll turn it back to Tony, but what's funny to us is the food that we ate, which was considered peasant food, and our parents would go, what do you need to go out? My father would say, you have good food here. Maybe we'd go to Ciro's on a Saturday night, is now gourmet food. So family, food, religion's very big too.
It's well said. When we were kids growing up, I remember being embarrassed to take an eggplant sandwich to school. I'd say, the American kids aren't going to dig this and whatnot. But you're right, and now it's amazing. These things are delicacies and all. But it ties back to that. We're lucky. We're the last generation, first and second generations here, first, second, born here. I remember Italian being spoken in the South End. I remember Italian being spoken in my grandparents' homes. And I remember that work ethic that they had. I think of my grandparents, I think of my parents, but I think of your mother and father. Still working the way they always did. Yeah. They're unbelievable.
Yeah, and the big thing he mentioned about language. Our grandparents and our parents did not want us hindered in school. Yeah. Consequently, they didn't want to speak too much Italian in front of us, though we had a extended nuclear family. So I understand it pretty well, and I could speak half and half. So in Italian, they'd say, capisci tutto grosso, parla mezzo mezzo. But they really never lost our traditions with the old Festa de Mount Carmel society. Yeah. I remember sweeping the streets as a kid, and we'd go with the Madonna up and down the streets of all the South End with my grandfather, who was one of the founding members there. And a lot of pride in that. And I think to the family, and they always say, well, you must be, proud, Tony, you must be proud, Domenic. And I'd say, I'm proud for my parents and grandparents. I'm proud for them because their hard work ethic, which they instilled in us, helped us move forward. So we're proud to be Americans, but we're very proud of our Italian-American culture.
I got to ask you, and we touched on it quite a bit here, the food and the hospitality, the warmth. The thing that I always think of, I go to visit my own Irish family, and would you like a cup of tea? Would you like something? No, you go to an Italian home, there's a plate in front of you. It's just the way it is, and it's good. So it's all about making anybody, it seemed to me, welcome, saying, you're here with us. You're part of our family now for this hour you're with us.
Let's break bread. And one of the things I've found now, too, even doing business with more Italian Americans around the country, and even with some from Italy, first you eat, then you do the business. And thank God we learned that growing up.
Mangiare first, then parli would speak after. But you're right. If you go, whether it's my mom, was my grandparents, or my wife Carla, tell you, come on, you got to eat. You have to eat. Come on, eat. And some of those Sunday dinners, for the holiday dinners, would go on for hours. And that's where everything was deciphered at that point in time. And it was all about getting a family together. And when growing up, we really never went anywhere because father worked had the barbershop, maybe a second job. My mom was home, maybe did a little seamstress work. So maybe we'd take a ride to the beach for one day, Rocky Neck or Soundview, one day.
Same thing, same places.
Our Riviera was Forest Park or Emerson White down in the South End. That was our Riviera. That was it,
You talked about tremendous work ethic, and both of your families are great examples of it. Let's talk about some of the downside. There was prejudice, there were put downs, there's, you're Italian American, the mob, the mafia, organized crime. Hasn't been easy for the generations to get ahead and to get into positions like you
Remember
guys.
Joe Napolitan, great Italian American and political consultant, giving me the opportunity to go into the South for him in a couple of campaigns, and specifically northern Florida and a few other places. And it was trial by fire. He says, Tom, go down. And here's who we're working for. And it was an Italian American looking to run for president of the United States. And I remember calling Joe back, almost in tears at one point, said, they don't like us down here, Joe. And he just started to laugh. He says, I need you to see that firsthand. And I remember this was the 1990s. Yeah. And I was shocked by that was there. But there's that prejudice, that stereotype, and you just fight through it. We work harder for it, I think, in many instances. I remember Mario Cuomo saying that to me several times. We just have to work harder because of it.
Mario, I know you have with Governor Cuomo, God rest his soul, and you have some of the teases that are on. And he spoke about the opportunity grandparents, and then when he spoke at the convention, that echoed what it was to be an immigrant coming here. Mayor LaGuardia, on that. And I think many groups that come over from another area have to fight stereotypes at times. But when you look at Italian Americans, whether local, state, our country, the world, what people have been able to accomplish, Italian Americans. You look at City Hall. City Hall was rebuilt by Italian Americans after the fire. Yep. And then about 2,000 artisans came from Italy to build a majestic City Hall, the Symphony Hall area. And where did they stay? A few blocks, they started the South End.
That's right.
On it. So we're just proud of what we've been able to accomplish, and Tony's career. And I think that the house of Margaret Street. Your father had the grocery and the store. Coach Lou, and but they always instilled in us to work hard, get educated, be humble, be genuine, and always get back. And I'm always proud. My father with his own barbershop. My mother at the time had her own seamstress shop also. Everybody has kids around me about our the hairdos, the hair and the dress, but it's all on the cuff. And Jim, you always kid around. You got two nice heads of hair here today.
I'm envious. Let me tell you.
What he says too, because I remember telling my dad about some of the things I would encounter as I would go around, the prejudices, stereotypes. He says, you got to remember, and try to tell him, it's Da Vinci, it's Marciano, it's DiMaggio. That's who we are. That's what we're from. Galileo. It's not Gaudi and the others and whatnot. And you just would always keep that in mind, there's just this incredible proud heritage. And even now, I remember my father when Mayor DeMoro became mayor. And I remember my father when you got elected. And from so many others still. It was a source of pride. It was another one has made it, and is making a mark. And another role model.
Tony, he did the eulogy at Mayor DeMoro. Teddy did a great job. And I'll never forget Teddy, Mayor DeMoro, had sent me a beautiful note when I became mayor, and carry out the Italian American pride and how proud. And we used to talk every month or so. And he came from Six Corners area there. And that's where my father came from, Six Corners. My mother came from the South End when they came over. And we were at his brother's wake, Vinny's, yesterday. And they had remember they had that picture, 221 Hancock Street, the brothers DeMoro. And that's where we come from on it. And we wear
familia,
and we wear, and we do. Tony will tell you that and I'm guilty of pros or cons. We do wear our emotions or our heart on our sleeve many a time for the good of the city of Springfield.
There you go.
Nothing wrong with that, gentlemen. We could go on and on. It's been an honor and a pleasure. Thanks for coming in.
We
should have wine and cannoli somewhere.
Right.